I am going to be showing you how to make lunch in a matter of minutes, and it's going to be easy, quick and delicious. Within 20 minutes you're going to have your lunch or dinner on your table. So we have a couple of ingredients. We are not cooking a lot, just a little bit, but trust me, it's going to be delicious. So I have pork chops, potatoes, rosemary, fresh rosemary, oil, salt and black pepper. That is all we are going to be using today, and it's going to be amazing. With minimal seasoning, pork is always delicious. It always dazzles me. So I bought my pork chops at my local butchery, and what I did, I forgot to film what I did with my pork, so I'm going to just explain. So what I did, I removed the excess fat from my pork chops together with the skin. So I marinated for about 24 hours or 1 day with paprika and black pepper. That is the only spice I've used on my pork chops. So I'm going to be making pan-fried potatoes for my side dish. So I'm going to keep this aside first of all. Then to my potatoes, I'm going to add black pepper, about half a teaspoon of black pepper, salt. So these are potatoes for 30 Kenya shillings. So that is what I'm going to be using for my side dish. So I'm going to mix together in my bowl. Then I'm going to add a little bit of oil, about a tablespoon of oil. Then I'm going to toss around so that they can be covered with the spice. You can also use your spatula to do that. I've just chosen to toss around. So on medium-high flame, I'm going to add a little bit of cooking oil to my pan, about a tablespoon. So this is how my pork chop is looking. As you can see, it has a little bit of fat. I didn't trim all the fat from the pork chop because I want it to be a little bit fatty. So what I did, I just trimmed off the excess fat and the skin. So you can choose to leave the fat and the skin, or you can choose to remove it. As you can see, my pan is very hot. So I'm going to place my pork chop in my pan. So I'm going to let this cook until brown on the bottom side. As my pork chops are cooking, I'm going to add a little bit of cooking oil in another pan. We are making the potatoes. As you can see, the pork has started to render its own fat. So I'm going to add rosemary in there. Then I'm going to add my potatoes in my pan. Then I'm going to check on my pork chop and I'll flip. Then I'm going to add rosemary as well into my potatoes. I love rosemary and potatoes. Anything rosemary is usually delicious. So what I'm doing, I'm removing the lid from the stem. Then I'll stir. Then I'm going to check on my pork chops. They're looking amazing also. cook your pork chops depending how thick they are. Mine, they are not that thick, so it's going to take a couple of minutes on each side. I'm also going to take my potatoes. So my first round is ready. I'm going to place that on my plate, and look how amazing it looks. Then I'm going to add my second round of pork chop. So this is how my potatoes are looking. They're looking amazing. So as they cook, we are also cooking our pork. We are multitasking. So you should be on your toes so that your pork doesn't burn and your potatoes don't burn. So also I forgot to mention, I've added a little bit of seasoning to my pork. Also you can check out some other pork recipes and meat recipes in the description box down below. So I've linked them down below in the description box. And you will surely enjoy my meat recipes. Look at that. So good. And also my potatoes are looking amazing. I think you can hear that crunchiness. I'm looking for a little bit of crunch in my potatoes. So I don't like soggy potatoes. When you're eating pan-fried potatoes, they shouldn't be soggy. Yeah, they have to be crunchy. You always make sure to cook the sides of the pork chop. This is also pork. So my potatoes are ready. You can hear that crunch. And also my other pork chops are ready to be served. I've already plated my first two pork chops. So to this I'm going to add my potatoes, which are looking amazing. I love rosemary with potatoes. So after 20 minutes, this is how my dish is looking, and it's looking amazing as always. And the good thing about it, it's homemade. My potatoes are also looking amazing, as you can see, and they're crunchy on the outside and very hot, very hot in the inside. So good. And the rosemary flavor is just so good. It's so good. So I hope you try out this recipe and you will enjoy your pork chops as I do. So make yourself this delicious